Welcome. The number one thing you need to figure out in your business coming up.
Take control, you're a fighter.
You're a fighter.
Push the limits and see it, you're already there. Told you we going higher. Ain't no stopping us, we're going in for the win.
My name is Pamela Dale. Welcome to the Funnelspirations show, and I'm so excited that you're here. We're going to get up to some stuff today. I've got a plan. We've got a couple of different segments. The first one is we're going to answer that question. The number one thing you need to figure out in your business. Then we're going to do a bit of a live funnel hack for you inside Clickfunnels, which I love. And you're going to learn a little bit about how to funnel hack and how to make a really simple opt-in page. I know some of you are really new to Clickfunnels, so I'm excited about that. And then I've got some inspiration for you to share with you some of the journeys that I've taken this week myself and with my clients. And I want to share those with you as well. So who's ready? Who's ready to get started? Let's do this. So we've been talking a lot the last little while about what we call the secret formula. So you can see me, I'm still back here. The secret formula is so important. Now we're going to continue to hammer this out. I think as a business owner, you and I need to continue to hone in on this every single day. I know for myself, this is a challenge, and I know it's a challenge for each and every client, customer that I work with as well, because this is really a big part of the number one thing that you need to figure out. So 2 weeks ago, we talked about the who. Who are you talking to online today? It cannot be a 35-year-old girl, woman, pardon me, and an 18-year-old girl and a 50-year-old man, and it can't be YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Not possible. It's absolutely not possible to speak to them the same today because we are busy. I've got a cell phone, I'm on my computer, I've got 43 different devices, right? And everything's going off. If that message is not talking to me, I'm going to be frustrated and I'm going to disregard it because you're interrupting me. So you've got to come to me with a message that makes sense, and you've got to determine who you're talking to and where are they so you know how to reach them. So today I want to continue the conversation about the last two pieces, the bait and the where. So the bait, what's the bait? I'm asking my clients, you're asking your clients to exchange something when they're going for your freebie or your webinar, etc. What are they exchanging? Well, they're exchanging their time, their energy, their money. There's a value exchange there. And today that value exchange needs to be incredibly valuable. Why? Because everything that you're offering, everything that I'm offering you today, you go find it on the internet yourself. You don't need me, folks. You don't need me to do this for you. So my bait has got to be so valuable or so timely or so specific to who you are that you're going to take that 5 seconds, that 10 moments on your cell phone. You're probably on your phone. You're going to fill it out. It's a bit, clumsy on the phone, right? You're going to take that time and fill that information out while you're trying to do 3 other things. So that value exchange has got to be, let me just tell you, in the fall of 2017, you cannot be mediocre in your business. You cannot offer this PDF that's one page or you just can't get away with it. Am I right or am I right? Talk to me. You just zip right on by it, don't you? So I want you to be self-aware when you're making these offers, when you're building this bait. It's got to be sexy. It's got to be valuable for me, and it's got to be specific. So let's talk about this last piece, shall we? The where. What does the where mean in the secret formula? Where are you taking your ideal client or customer? What is the result? The result that only you can give them, the result that will change their lives. What is that? That's what is preventing you from making money today. That is what is preventing you from making the effect that you want to make today. That is what is keeping you broke, folks. That is why we talk a lot around here about broke town. We talk about crazy town. We talk about all of these different things because I want you to really, really understand. I want you to wake up. I want you to come to your senses, and I want you to really stop and think about what is it that you're doing here. You cannot be mediocre, and you certainly cannot talk willy-nilly to everybody today. So in my experience, let me tell you a couple of stories that happened to me this week. In my experience, I and everyone else have accomplished something for ourselves. We've found a perfect way to lose weight. We've found a way to overcome overwhelm. We've found a way to speak another language. We found a way to become more confident. We found a way to make money online, right? And we want to share that with other people. So we want to take somebody where we've been. Yes? Really, really important. Unless you're selling, nut butter or detergent or, socks, whatever it might be, a physical product, usually 99% of the time, what we're offering people is what we've done for ourselves, right? Can I get an amen? Let's get an amen. Absolutely, right? We're taking people where we've been, and we need to package that up and find those people. So what is it that you and I need to figure out in our business today? Ready for this? You need to figure out how to make money. A lot of us don't know how to make money. Now let that sit for just 1 or 3 seconds. You might know how to make a little bit here and a little bit there, but do you know how to get your business to make money? Steady income, predictable income. I'm working with an amazing woman. I'm not going to mention her name, not even going to mention her business because you may just very well know who she is. She's big. She made $11,000 last year. $11,000 last year. I know she spent more than $11,000 on products, coaching, services, etc. I know her business didn't make her any money last year. How do I know that? Because that's where I was. I've been there. My business wasn't making enough money to cover my expenses, but I knew that I wanted to make a difference, and I knew I had something because it had worked for me, and she's the same. She has something, it worked for her. And in one of our very first conversations, I said to her, you are playing small. You are mucking around in your business. You are mucking around and fumbling around, and you're playing business. Now, that's what you're going to get when you work with me. You're going to get the truth, right? Because what she's got to offer is value, and she's 45 years old. Let's just go there. We talked about this last week, folks. When you're 45 years old, you're 50 years old, you're 60 years old, why are you looking at running a business? You need money. You need that thing to make some money for you because you want to stop working before you're 80, right? Can I go there? That's what it was for me. So this amazing woman, she had all of these pieces to her business. Now, here's where Clickfunnels becomes what we're going to talk about today. Now, you know I'm a Clickfunnels expert. You know I'm a Clickfunnels advocate. You know that I'm secretly in love with Russell Brunson. Okay, let's just call it, right? That's the truth. I love him. And there's a couple of different reasons why. We'll talk a little bit more about that next week. But here's what I love about Clickfunnels. Here's a question for you. What is the threshold for you where you can throw money away? Waste money, spend it without thinking about it. Is it $20? Is it $40? How many of you have had a gym membership that was $25 a month, didn't go for 2 years, and that $25 just kept churning, right? What do you have? Maybe it's starting to get a little bit cool up here in the northern hemisphere, and is it the 2 degrees warmer? You turn the furnace up. And maybe that's $20 a month. Maybe just really, some of the stuff doesn't matter. Take a couple extra trips around, a couple extra cups of coffee. You go to the store and you don't get it on sale. Ah, missed it. Next week. Every single one of us has a threshold of a dollar value that's okay for us to just, let's just light that on fire, right? Clickfunnels is $97 a month. People say to me all the time, $97 a month is too much money. Wow, I gotta take a breath. I get excited. $97 a month for most people. I'm Canadian. That's like $150 for us up here, right? $97 a month is too much. It's over that threshold for you. And here's why I suggest right now you go buy ClickFunnels, because ClickFunnels is expensive enough, and I'm careful even using that word, but ClickFunnels is enough that it's going to freaking hurt. Do you hear what I'm saying? I want you to set back just a second for a moment. This $97 a month, every month when you get that bill, something in the back of your head's going to get upset because you're not using it. So here's why I love ClickFunnels so much. It's going to force you in or out of business. It's going to force you to quit and give up on your dreams, or it's going to force you to build a functioning business. This lady that I'm working with, she's been in business for a couple of years now. She didn't have ClickFunnels. She had some of the other quote unquote landing pages. They were not expensive enough for her to build a functioning business. But the $97 a month for ClickFunnels is going to force her to build a business. She's sitting on a freaking gold mine, folks. I'm going to tell you, and each and every one of you is sitting on a gold mine. If you could spend the time that you need to get yourself a business that's functioning today, that's going to make money. ClickFunnels is going to make you do that. Why? Well, let's go back to this secret formula. It's this last piece, the where. You've got to know where you want to take people. And when you do that, you're going to reverse engineer it, and you're going to use ClickFunnels to offset the marketing costs. That's why ClickFunnels is better than all the others out there, is because it's going to help you offset your marketing costs. We'll talk a little bit more about that next week as well. But ClickFunnels is the answer today. We've talked about it on here before. Websites are dead. I've got a new commercial coming out. I should show you it. I'll pop it in the group maybe. But if you're driving traffic to a website today, sisters, brothers, shut her down. Walk away. Go do something else with your time, energy, and your money. Walk away. It is not working, and it's not going to work. This lady, $11,000 hustling every damn day. She has a website. She had all of these other things, and it wasn't bringing in clients. I know it's not bringing in clients. It's not working for me. It's not working for her. It's not working for you. So if you do not have ClickFunnels and you don't know why you need ClickFunnels, well, you need to know about human behavior. You've got to guide people down a path. It's got to be a designated path. You've got to either get me to convert or abandon. And on a website, I can just fuss around, jump off, jump on, wherever. I'm not going to fill out your form anymore. It's not $19.99, folks. So ClickFunnels is the answer. If you purchase ClickFunnels through me, oh, don't you even guess that it's going to be good, because here at Rise, I'm with you all the way to the end. I'm going to make sure that you are successful in your business. It's not anonymous around here. That's what's going to take as well to build a business in 2017. We're going to talk about that in the last segment today, but I'm going to hammer this home just a little bit more. I want you to purchase ClickFunnels through me. Why? Because you're going to get everything that you need to build a functioning business. You've got ClickFunnels, and you will have everything else that you need. And I've got an amazing course that's going to give you everything that you need to go from zero to hero, visual branding, all the legal stuff, everything that you need. I put 10, 15 funnels in there that are built for you for free. Every one that you need. I've coded them. I've designed them, everything that you need. You go ahead. You sign up for ClickFunnels under my link. You send me an email. We're going to get you started. You're going to get on a couple of calls with me, and we're going to walk you through the where are you going to take people and how are you going to get there. I promise you, it's going to be freaking amazing. Okay, that's enough of a rant. I'm going to get off my table. What am I on? Soapbox. That's what they call it, right? But I get worked up, folks. I look at woman and guy and woman and guy day after day after day after day, struggling in their business. And I know what it takes to get where you need to go, because I did it. That's the other thing that's so very important today. I'm doing what I say I want you to do. So that's what you need today in the fall of 2017. So ClickFunnels, we're going to hack a page that's in one of the competition. One of the ladies that's in this group asked, I wonder how she made this. Well, let's tear it apart. I'm going to show you some of the tools and the tips and tricks that I use to funnel hack things really fast to get these pages up and running quickly. Let's take a look around. Let's go have a look. Which page? Okay. So this is, I love this woman. I absolutely do. I've been following her for years. I cannot remember her name off the top of my head, but she's Brilliant Business Moms or something like that. And she has this really pretty page. It's very, very pretty. It's very, very simple. So I thought we could hack this page really quickly in ClickFunnels. Now hold on. It's going to move a bit quick for you just because I don't want this to drag on too long today, but we're going to go into ClickFunnels and we are going to build a new funnel, and we're going to add in just a simple collect email funnel. So let's generate some leads over here. And today we're going to be an author and a coach, and we want to grab a lead magnet funnel. We're going to go from blank. Love blank. I don't think I want any of these templates. So let's grab the blank one, because we're going to hack what this amazing lady has made with her printables. So the first thing that I do when I take a look at something like this is I grab a couple of the tools that you'll see over here. Now, if you're not using Chrome, I don't know if we can be friends, right? Chrome is your friend in funnel hacking and in Facebook ads, because you need it to run your pixel, the editor. Power editor. Oh my gosh, the power editor in Facebook. So you absolutely need to have Chrome. And if you notice over here on the right hand side, I've got some really amazing extensions that Chrome gives us. And I'll pop all this down in below for you as well. But the first thing I want to do is I want to just scroll over this page, and it's going to tell me what's going on in this page that I'm going to be able to tear it apart, right? So let's go with the web inspector tool. Let's click on that baby. And then when I run the cursor over and click on different pieces, it's going to tell me what is the font, what is the size, and what is the color, and is there a background color as well. So we know that this is Open Sans. This one is 48. Not bad, right? Really awesome to see. And then this is an amazing background color as well. And you can see what the background images. Let's click on that. Oops, not found. Okay, that could very well be maybe the page isn't as live as it was when I did this. So that's one way for you to go about hacking and figuring out what is on a landing page. I'm out and about all day long, and I see amazing pages that I really like, and it can be done from a web page or anywhere. You can get an idea for the colors, for oh my God, what's that font, right? So this is how I normally do it. The web inspector is a bit clunky for me. I would rather use this one. It's called What Font. And it's going to scroll over the fonts and tell you exactly what they are. Now we can see there's Open Sans, and it looks like it's Roboto, but the Roboto is actually what the page is set at, and she set these at Open Sans. You can kind of see that. And it's very, very simple. Maybe that is Roboto. I doubt it. Just you get better at this as you go. And then, so we know that it's Open Sans. So I always funnel hack with my notepad open. I got a hack here, and we know that our fonts are going to be Open Sans, and we're going to choose this one next. This is called let's exit this one. Whoops, we got it going on. There we go. And this is called Colorzilla, and it's going to pick color from the page. So it's just going to ask with those little crosshairs for you to click, and it copies that color to the clipboard. Now, the internet runs on hex codes or HTML color codes for the colors, and they're always 6 alphanumerics with a hashtag. And I always write, okay, that's a pink, because I'm going to go and I'll do this quite a bit, and I'll get quite a few different colors, and then I'll determine later, kind of which one do I like. Now this one, I don't know if she knows, but this one was a different pink. Oh, it is the same pink. Oh, you're right. You know what happens? It changes color. Oh, look at that. She's got an effect on the button that it's changing color when we scroll over top. Beautiful. Now, the other thing that you can see is that this is an image because it starts to highlight. If you right click on this and you can save the image as, you can put it on your desktop. I would have named that, but I've already saved it. So let's jump in over at the editor really quickly. I'm going to go all the way down, and we're going to go blank. And I'm going to show you just the first page today, how we would do this. So I edit the page. And then I would put my background in way in the background. We're going to upload that image that she's got. That was a really hard for me to get a hold of. I would have had to have dug and dug, and I didn't want to show you how to do that because I think it's just over the top for what we're doing. But there is a couple of different backgrounds on my desktop. Let's see which one. I don't think it really matters if we wanted to go with the pink one. Let's use this one. I went and tried to find her background. I couldn't find it, so I don't know where she pulled that from. This image is probably going to be way too big, but that's okay. We'll show you how to do that next time. But we're going to add this one in. And then what we're going to do is we've got this green section. So we're going to go full width with this all the way. And then the background color, I'm going to put it at white, but I'm actually going to bring it down. You notice on her page that she hasn't brought it all the way down. So this is that different landing page software that maybe is just not working as well as Clickfunnels, right? But you can see that she's got a bit of an overlay. So that's how I would do it. Now we will simply start to build out this page. We've got ourselves a headline. What else does she have? Then she's got herself a button. So I'm going to add in a new row. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to want that button to be not quite that big. So if we go all the way and we go full width here, folks, it's going to be just a bit wide. So I'm going to find that blue piece and we're going to just bring that down to about 80. I like 80. And then we just keep hacking. Let's see what else she's got. She looks like 2 column here, right? So let's go 2 columns. And then she's added an image in here. And we've got that on our desktop because I went and funnel hacked her. So let's go grab it off the desktop. I think we got unnamed. Yes, there we go. And then see, this is a really easy page to hack. I don't know if you're noticing this, but Clickfunnels is so easy to use. I have built websites. My journey started in websites, folks. I don't know if you know that, but I did websites out of desperation because I wanted to know how to fix my own. And I also started doing social media. So that's how I've learned a lot of the things that we're talking about today is just simply a lot of work. And I know how excellent Clickfunnels is today simply because I've done all of that crappy work. So now we're going to go down and we're going to do it one more time. We're going to put 1 column in and we're going to add in another button. So now what I would probably do is I would duplicate this section and I would bring it down after I've already formatted my button. So her pink, let's go and grab her pink. And we're going to change our button color. So you can see just how easy Clickfunnels is to use. Isn't this amazing? Before you know it, we've got a page that looks just like hers. This page is actually, you notice there's no opt-in box with the name, email, and the button. This is called a 2-step opt-in. And the 2-step opt-in means when you click this, it needs to open the pop-up. And that is here. And then what we'll do is we jump over here and we're going to edit the pop-up. So it starts blank. So you're going to just start adding, and I go 1 column looks good to me. And then I just start popping it in. I got a headline, and then we're going to do a subheadline, and maybe we do another one. And then we need some input fields, right? We're going to go boom, and we're just going to go duplicate. And then we're going to add a button, and it's really fast. You can do this if you know your color codes, you know what your images are, you know what your button settings are, and boom, this is so quick. Yes or yes? This is amazing. So make sure that you save it. I showed you last week a little bit about how to do some of the more technical stuff, but this is just how quickly you can build a page in Clickfunnels. Isn't this freaking amazing? I love Clickfunnels. So that is a quick funnel hack. I would go in and you can change the icon color to her pink. There it is there. And you can make these a little bit bigger. You want to change the font. She was using Open Sans, and then off you go. And you can see what her color was for her text, right? Text color, there it is, 929292. Let's change it to the hex color. Whoa, it's a 5C. Perfect. Let's go in and do that. Just to show you how easy this is. Just like that. Cool, folks. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So that's funnel hacking. Let's go back. Let's take a look. So you can go ahead and get ClickFunnels and you can see just how amazing everything is. So I want to talk to you a little bit. I read a lot. The reason that I think I'm as good as what I do is because I study my little butt off. 2 or 3 hours a day, probably at least, in learning, reading what's going on right now. I do this show once a week, and the reason I can't give you what the title is next week is because I will learn so much between now and then that I'll change my mind 6 times. Came up with the title this morning. Where was I at this morning? What was going on in my world right now? What did I learn in the last week that I can share with you? And I could probably do a show a day for you and keep continuing to share with you what I learned. I spend a lot of money on coaches. I spend a lot of money to grow and continue to do what I'm doing. And it brings us to the topic today. Steve Chandler, I don't know if you know Steve Chandler or not, and Sam Beckford is actually a gentleman here in Vancouver, and this is a fabulous book. I hired Steve for a little while, and this book is 100 Ways to Create Wealth. At that time, I was a coach. I was a life coach, and it was so interesting. I was struggling to get clients, like really struggling to get clients, and Steve said to me one time, I paid him $2,000 to tell me the truth, and he says to me, Pamela, if you were my daughter, I'd tell you to quit. And I was really taken back by it because I thought, well, don't you want to just hold my hand in all my, bullshit stories I'm telling you about why I can't do this? And he really didn't. He said, you need to quit. So I went the next week and I said to myself, okay, he's telling me to quit. That's really good motivation for me to go and do this, right? No, it wasn't the right time. So I quit. I quit coaching and I went into websites and social media. And it was one of the best things somebody ever told me was to let it go until it was the right time. Now I can get clients, with my eyes closed. It's really, really easy for me. And I read and pick up a lot of his books often. And this week's was, in the last couple, probably in the last 2 months is when I've been using ClickFunnels for years, right? In the last couple of months, I decided ClickFunnels is where it's at. That's where the future's going. That's where I love to be. And it just clicked for me. A long, long story why that happened and who was in my life at the time and what I heard. And it's interesting, isn't it, how that happens, right? It's just like intervention from like Jesus or something. So I really believe that there's a God out there that's guiding me and is guiding you as well, and that you've got wings and that you just need to use them. So today, in the fall of 2017, what you're offering cannot be mediocre. What you're doing cannot be half-assed. What you're doing cannot be just good enough. You cannot work with clients and just be like everyone else. So I was reading this morning, and Steve says, you've got to become surprising, he says. And I'm just going to read this quote for you. It's by Tom Peters. The best kept secret in the global economy today is this. When your service is awesome, you get so stinking rich, you have to buy new bags to carry all the money home. He's talking about upping your game. He's talking about being the best. I was talking with an amazing gentleman the last day or so on Messenger. He touched base with me, fellow Saskatchewan gentleman. So I know he's a good peep, right? We're good folks from Saskatchewan, no doubt about it. And he says, how much do you work? And I go, well, do you really want to know? Because people think this is going to be easy, folks. It's not easy. I made $7,000 in a day last week, but it was not easy. It's a very simple process, but it is not easy. We've got to get out of our own way. And today you've got to be good. And today you've got to be great. And today you've got to be even better than that. You've got to surprise people. You've got to show up in your business. We're at a place now in the fall of 2017. You can no longer hide behind your computer and make money. You've got to get out and talk to people. You've got to get out and show them who you are. You've got to get out and tell them the truth. That's one of the reasons we're doing this show. I'm demonstrating to you what I do in my business every goddamn day. I'm going to tell you what I've done and what I haven't done. I'll show up crying. I'll show up the day I want to quit. You bet I will. You bet your boots I will. Because this is what we need. This is what I needed. I needed to see the truth. That's why I love Clickfunnels so much, is because Clickfunnels is using their own product and demonstrating to you what is working right now. Lead Pages and all these other places, no, they're not. The owner of Lead Pages has gone off and start doing Bitcoin, right? He's not even running his own business anymore. So you don't know if it's working right now in the fall of 2017, but in Clickfunnels you do. So for your $97, folks, $97, I watched some of his videos, got 125 views on them. There's 105,000 people in his group. 125 people are watching it. It's free, folks. The $97 is going to show you how to build a business, and you need to do what he's doing. You need to do what the people that are successful are doing. And I'm not talking about successful last year. I'm talking about who's successful right now, because the ones that were successful last year, if you take a really good look around, they're no longer here. Pay attention, folks. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention. How do you make money? Well, if you want to make $100,000, I can show you how to do that. I made $40,000 last year. This year, we're going to hit over 100. Next year, I can't wait. I just spent a shit ton of money hiring someone to guide me to the next level. I'd like to hit $1 million. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm going to dream it, and I'm going to give and give and give and give and be the best I can be. And that's why you want to purchase Clickfunnels from me, because I'm going to show you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do, sisters and brothers. I'm going to show you what to do. So that's it for today. My time is up. We're going to be back, though. You can promise I'm going to be back. This is not easy for me. I pace my kitchen for hours doing this, and I can't breathe. And I showed my husband last week. He says, "Well, did you go on your live like that?" I said, "No, of course not." But I couldn't breathe. I can't breathe getting on this call sometimes, folks. I don't always feel worthy to be here in front of you, but I know that this is what you need to do as well. I need to do it, and you need to do it. People say, "Oh, you're not nervous." I'm nervous as all get up out in here. I am nervous as shit. Scared to death, but I'm here, and I'm going to show you how to do this. You need to become visible in your business. I'm going to be visible. I'm going to be here next week. I want you here with me, folks. I want you to stretch. I want you to give somebody something for free. Do you know how many clients I work with for free? It'll make your head spin. With that, my name is Pamela Dale. I'm going to see you November the 9th. You're going to be here, right? Let's do this together.